Greetings. I, Saurabh Kumar, on behalf of Vishwa Samvad Education Foundation and NIMCJ, would like to welcome you to the new episode of Acchhi Khabar. Let's move towards our news. Reliance Retail to acquire majority stake in Just Dial. Reliance Retail Ventures Limited, the retail arm of Reliance Industries Limited, is acquiring a majority stake of 66.95% in local search company Just Dial for Rs 3,497 crore in a move that will strengthen its local commerce and payments play. According to the definitive agreement signed between the companies, Reliance Retail will hold 40.95% stake in the company and would make an open offer to acquire up to 26% in accordance with takeover regulation set by the market regulator SEBI. The transaction is subject to shareholder and other customary closing conditions and approvals. The next news is a research on antidote to heart attacks where a group of Australia-based scientists are looking to venom from a deadly native spider to save lives by halting the harmful effects of heart attacks. University of Queensland scientist Nathan Palpant said on Friday, the venom helped stop the body sending a death signal after a heart attack. After a heart attack, blood flow is reduced, resulting in a lack of oxygen to heart muscle. Palpan said the lack of oxygen causes the cell environment to become acidic, which sends a message to heart cells to die. Despite decades of research, no one has been able to develop a drug that stops this death signal, he pointed out. Khel Ratna nomination inspires me to perform better, says Neeraj Chopra. The drum roll can be heard as the first Indian contingent departs for Tokyo Olympics today. And the ace javelin thrower Neeraj Chopra is preparing in full form in Sweden to join his fellow athletes in Japan in a few days. The news of Chopra's nomination for Khel Ratna has made his experience sweeter. It's a remarkable honor, but what makes me a little nervous is that I have been nominated thrice in the past and didn't win. So, this nomination only inspires me to give a better performance this time around to be worth the Khel Ratna, says the 23-year-old. The next news. Antonio Banderas joins Indiana Jones 5 cast. Spanish actor Antonio Banderas will be joining Harrison Ford, who returns as a protagonist in Indiana Jones 5. The upcoming adventure film, which began shooting near London in June, marks first Indiana Jones 5 movie to be produced under the present banner. While plot details about who Banderas is playing, what new adventure Indiana Jones will be facing are still kept under the wraps. The film is currently slated to release in theaters next year, reported Variety. James Mangold, who received critical acclaim for his work in Oscar-nominated films Logan and Ford v Ferrari, will be directing the film. Moving on to the next news. Shooting contingent expected to bring laurels to the nation. Shooting events are scheduled at Asaka Shooting Range from 24 July to 2nd August 2021 in Tokyo Olympics. Shooting has brought many laurels to the nation. At this mega sporting event, let's examine medal hopes from our pistol shooters under the lens. Abhishek Verma and Saurabh Chaudhary are the best in the previous few years. Both will blaze their pistols from 10 meter on the opening day of the Olympics. Yashaswini Singh Deswal and Manu Bhakar will compete in a 10-meter pistol on the second day of the competition, whereas Rahi Sarnobat and Manu Bhakar will fire pistols from a 25-meter distance. Many shooters have won plenty of medals in various tournaments. Let's hope we reach our best medal tally to meet the national sentiments. Now, I would like my colleague Pradyuman Santoshi to continue with the next segment of Acchhi Khabar. Thank you.
Thank you, Saurabh. Let's continue with our session. India's Dadis are no more. Industry mourns loss. Variety is one word that can be used to sum up late actor Surekha Sikri's body of work, who passed away at the age of 75 on July 16. She succumbed to cardiac arrest, leaving behind glorious performance films such as Tamas, Mamu, Zubeda, Badhai Ho, and others. The 3 times national award winner had suffered a stroke few years back due to clot in her brain. Wheelchair bound since then. The sickness never stopped her from taking more work. Sikri, over a span of more than 4 decades, not only managed to leave mark in films but television too. A group of NIMCJ would like to pay homage to such a precious gem. A documentary based on Shankar Mahadevan's life, Decoding Shankar, badged the award for the best film in the documentary sector at the Toronto International Women's Film Festival, and the singer-composer is overwhelmed to say the least. I had never expected the biopic would be made out of my life. He continues, I've always felt I'm at the beginning of my career. And here comes the amazing biopic by Dipti Sevan, winning awards all over. Moving on to our next news. Wrestling trier to leave Russia for Tokyo Games on July 29. Indian wrestlers Bajrang Punia, Ravi Dahiya, and Deepak Punia training in Russia will fly out for Tokyo on July 29 and reach there the next day. Earlier, they were planning to leave the country either on 26 July or 27, but the delay has apparently been caused due to unavailability of accredited COVID-19 testing centers at their base. The three wrestlers, their coaches, and support staff will reach Moscow on July 25. They will take two tests there at the accredited lab before flying out for Tokyo on July 29. They will land in Japan the next day. A Wrestling Federation of India officially told this daily the wrestling competition is scheduled to begin on August 1st. With this news, I would like to conclude this episode of Acchi Khabar. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our social media platforms. See you in the next episode. Thank you.